And so, to avoid defeat is to go through. Every reason here for them to believe, but this has got to be done. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. They are already looking forward to life at the business end of this competition. This a job that just needs finishing off.
Well, when you consider, Peter, how hard they've worked to be on the threshold of the next phase, they ought to be thoroughly focused and determined to wrap it up now. If their attitude and application remains as it's been through the group, then they should be fine. But if they suffer a moment's hesitation or doubt, as we've seen in the past, it could prove very costly.
So things are underway. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Well, we expected better, and so did he. He's having a hit! Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
James Rodriguez! No, just not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Portugal have produced another gem in the shape of this fellow, João Felix. Many assume he's a winger, and while he's quite capable out wide, I see him as a number 10 or a supporting striker, if you like, because of the way he moves, especially his decision-making and vision.
Just about within shooting range. Knocks it into space. He's found a way through.
Pretty robust defending.
That'll be a throw. Still goalless. Now this could be a chance. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Colombia! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Colombia have taken the lead. Tries one from range. Distributed tidily.
Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well, that'll do under the circumstances. Delivered low. Bruno Fernandes. João Felix. It's a good run he's making out on the left. He's got away. Flings it across. Nice interception, well timed. That's going wide left. And here's the chance to counter. And he's managed to get free. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that pass isn't the best. Diaz. And this is James Rodriguez. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
James Rodriguez!
Well, it wasn't a bad effort. I mean, you could see his intention. It just needed a bit more curl and bend to take it away from the goalkeeper.
Diaz! Looking for options for movement.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Shot could be on. Good ball, good take. Picked out brilliantly. Has a look up and drives it forward. And he cuts out the supply. Look at the big chance! And again! Oh, it's got in! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Joao Felix at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Bruno Fernandes clears. Nuno Mendes. And it's gone back to the keeper. Vega. And back to the keeper they go. Ruben Dias. He's found a way past. Diogo Costa breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Ruben Neves. Now Ruben Dias. Vega. And it's Mendes. Vitinha looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. João Cancelo. Good effort from distance. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
And it's half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. The midway point of the game.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each.
Se está realizando un cambio.
Perhaps here, the most significant 45 minutes in their group stage. Ruben Dias. Vega pokes it out wide. Diogo Dalot. He leaps for it! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Portugal do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's shifting through the shot, surely! Played out towards the right wing. He has found the way through. Oh, he's put a shade too much on that.
Pedro Neto clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Nicely weighted ball. Great ball, and he's in here. There's the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Portugal with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's got his Pedro Neto! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Suarez has found the net here, of course. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. He's good, super running, sharp movement, came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's good running with the ball. Portugal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. He's on it, can he get away?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Diaz. Portugal needed that, they really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Diaz. Pedro Neto. Now, can they get him away? Here's Joao Felix. Oh, he's been caught napping. Sanchez can clear it up. He'll try from distance. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Entrará al campo, número 20, cambio.
He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Quintero. Into the last quarter of an hour. He's in plenty of space here. He's rising! Goal! Colombia! And they're back in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Colombia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Tries a shot! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
Número 9.
Diogo Dalot gets across to intercept that.
It's a good show of persistence, this. If they manage an equaliser, it'll be a great show.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Vitinha. Time is running out here.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
That has ended up in no man's land. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Nuno Mendes has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. 5 minutes left on the clock. Tries to play it through. Van Quintero. Diogo Dalot with the clearance. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Se van a jugar 4 minutos de compensación.
And here's Chris, and the shot! And a goal! We thought they were done, but never say never. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
Back to parity, and oh no, what has happened here? He's picked his way through. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. How they wanted to win, they did everything to win, but time has beaten them. Well, they could only manage a draw, but that will do. They have made it to the next stage. So with the group stages well and truly behind us now, the two sides walk out in front of a crowd that is more expectant than ever. There's a bit of a party atmosphere in the stands at the moment, but once the whistle goes, it is down to the serious business of knockout football. There's nothing quite like match day. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Not a bad try by any means.
I don't think anyone's really surprised that he's tried that, Peter. He's certainly confident in smacking one from range.
Tries to thread one through. It's a promising position. Oh, it's played into the area. Tries to get it clear.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that pass just didn't quite work. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run.
And a chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
That has been slung wide. Rafael Leao running at top gear. Ayew. Over to the right flank. He's picked his way through. Caught offside that time. Oh, that's fabulous. Ayew. Oh, cracking. Big chance! It's a goal! Now it's Ayew. That's good play. Strokes it back, distributed tidily. Looking for options for movement. Oh, good steal, he just read it. And he cuts out the supply. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Vitinha has been included in the starting lineup. Does he have a key role to play here, Jim?
Well, he's a really reliable, accurate passer, but he doesn't just knock it sideways. He's always looking for that forward pass. Killer ball. He's a nightmare to defend against, because if you leave him the tiniest of gaps, then he'll find it.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Picked out brilliantly. Pedro Neto! Goal! Portugal! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Portugal penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
I think they've gone about their business with the opener very much in mind, and this augurs well now.
Half an hour played now. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Pedro Neto wants to run onto the... Oh, good climb! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Well, that looks a decent ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he shoots! It's a loose ball. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Can he get it through? Semenyo, brilliantly cut out. Has a look up and delivers. Lovely ball, takes a shot! Well taken goal. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Well, this could turn out to be quite a game.
Ghana really will be annoyed. They failed to make anything of their lead, and it's so typical that this happens.
And he's in on goal. Chance! Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short, and this is Ronaldo. Shot a goal! It's loose now, and they want to get... And another try! And it's a goal! Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, what has happened here? The cross.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So, half-time in the opener. Portugal are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And he's picked it up out wide. Knocks it out wide. Ayew. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Pedro Neto. He is through here. Oh, perfectly measured that. Ronaldo finding himself in space. Oh, super ball. There's the shot! And no mistake. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. What's your opinion on that goal?
Yeah, it's wonderful work, Peter. He just got his head down and absolutely drilled it. Good luck getting to that for the keeper.
Oh, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Looking to play him in. Now he's off and running. And this is Ronaldo. And it's slung out wide. Now it's Semenyo. He's got away. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And here's Semenyo. Pedro Neto proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And the shot! No, just not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
So we have movement on both benches.
Número 6. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 4. Número 11.
Portugal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Aims beyond the defence. Now it's Ayew. Conceição absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Partey plays it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Goes for a shot! It's a goal! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Just eases him off the ball. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Inacio gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression.
And a header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Cristiano Ronaldo being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Ruben Neves. And it's Conceição. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's João Felix. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? It's come backwards here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Great ball, and he's in. He's having a shot! And that could have brought them level.
Williams clearly knows that he let himself down there. He'd like another pop at that one, but that's not how it works.
Francisco Conceição. Bruno Fernandes. Tries to play it through. Lovely. Now Cristiano Ronaldo! And that's a tiny finish. 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. You don't keep those outs. He knew. He just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured. It was simply inch perfect.
Portugal now in a position far more desirable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
And it's Ayew. Into the last 5 minutes.
Jordan Ayew really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Conceição. Bruno Fernandes. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Time for a change in personnel.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Número 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 13, número 9. Foram indicados 4
Great
minutos.
defending, strong and determined. Tries to pass it through.
Might want to be careful there.
Very nicely done. Good spot that. Well timed. Excellent interception. Now it's Ruben Neves. Oh, that's a very... And the finish! That's a fair try. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Job done, professionally done. All eyes forward now. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think this was a very professional job. A game that never threatened to blow me away, but they kept their opponent at arm's length and made sure they got through. All the signs of a team that can go further.